So the year is 1648 and we are playing as Brandenburg. Today the aim of this campaign is going to be to try to form the Kingdom of Prussia. One slight issue with that, if I go over here and show you what we need, well, we need sort of these regions. These regions that are owned by, well, Austria and Poland-Lithuania. So rather tricky. If you're not sure what this is a mod that adds an additional start date to Victoria 3. It's sort of equidistant between the start date of Victoria 3 and the start date of EU4. So hopefully I can appeal to everyone involved apart from the CK3 lot and unify the audience a little bit. This is what the world looks like. We've got Catalonia as an independent nation. I did not know that that was the case. Although it looks like they owe fealty to some degree to the French. We have the Viceroyalty of Peru over here and New Holland versus the Governor General of Brazil. This is a time period I probably know the least about, which is amusing considering it's, right within EU4 time. We've got the Great Mongolian State here. The Qing are fighting the Ming and are presumably going to finish them off. This war is for annexation of one or the other, so they're kind of locked in. We've got Ukraine versus Poland-Lithuania. What's this war for? Independence or annexing Ukraine, so good luck with that. And then the Ottomans doing their thing with a bunch of puppets. This is probably their absolute heyday here. But if we look at the Great Powers list, it is Qing first, then the Mughal Empire, then Ming, then France, then the Ottomans, then England, then Sweden. Sweden at this point has just come out of the 30 Years' War, so I don't know some history. And they've come out very, very strongly thanks to Gustav. Historically, they would lose this areas to the French and the polish-lithuanian commonwealth, but they did have a blinding time because they did have to fight, you know, this lot and also this lot at the same time. Nice little warrior king there was. Anyway, that doesn't matter to us because we are playing as Brandenburg. And are there any issues with me just, Holy Roman Empire? Are we all subjects to the Holy Roman Empire? It appears so. How do we go about this? We've got a journal entry. Since 1525, Albrecht announced his conversion to Protestantism, severed his ties with the Pope, the titular suzerain of the Knights, and announced that the territory of the Knights would be changed to the Principality of Prussia. We've inherited the Principality of Prussia, and we should use this claim to recover the territory of Prussia and form a new kingdom. We've got Principality of Prussia and a Personal Union. So now what we need to do, be Brandenburg, which we already are. Oh, we'll complete if form Prussia, Brandenburg is peace, and we're Brandenburg. Okay, so we need to form Prussia first. I also kind of want to unify our lands. Now, what kind of troops do we have, and are they any good? We've got a decent population, quite a large population actually. 41. Let's see, what do you have? 32. Interesting. Okay, and your troops are presumably going to be on the border with Ukraine. How many do you have? 6 and 12, and we have tempted to go for it immediately. But we actually do have to get independence. We have to fight Austria each time. Okay, well, let's try and do this. Conquer state. That'll give us a nice little start here. Okay. I'll remind myself as to how the research and stuff works in this mod. Lots of army stuff. Flintlock. This will make our troops better, but it takes 3 years. We have a decent population. This unlocks closure orders and society. Ooh, university. I think let's do university first, because at that point we should have to get a decent amount of education. So this we need, I think, therefore I am. How far is that? It's over here. Okay, that's not too far away. That'll help us a lot considering our literacy is 8%. This is great. All right. Buildings wise, we have a shipyard, some glassworks, some furniture manufactories, some textile mills. So there's arms and then there's artillery, which we already have. You produce bombardiers, or cannons, I suppose. We do have a school. That's nice. And apparently we possess an arms industry somewhere. No, we don't. Okay, we're probably going to need one of those. All right, what's our market? Oh, God, we're in the Austrian market. Okay, gonna skew things. Let's create some clothes then. Furniture mills as well. Presumably gonna need some tools for those. Gonna take 507 weeks. I'm gonna add another war goal. I get Austria involved if I give them an obligation. I don't know that we need that. You're cruel. Gives us morale loss, but also a higher kill rate. Wait, could I? Oh, it's a shame I can't get the Prussian king, von Hohenzollern himself, to get it going, but that's okay. We're gonna mobilize. Push on this front. It's important to get our export economy going. Do neutral. They're gonna try and advance the front on that aspect. That's gonna suck. But we should be able to blitz them in the meantime. It looks like Ukraine was split into 3. Crimea has taken part of it, maybe? No, Ukraine was just given to Russia. Okay, so we're just fighting you full on. Also, the other issue, I didn't want to bring in the Austrians. Give the Swedes an obligation. I don't want to bring in the Austrians because otherwise it would make my life incredibly difficult because they would lead the war. So what's my infamy currently? Bear in mind we are protected by the Austrians. 11, so we can do technically another 90. And I think that this first war is going to be important. So I am tempted to go all in on it. I don't have that many maneuvers. So I can do one more thing. The GDP is double mine. No, it's not. Yeah, bro, slightly. Could be an idea. Literally a 2.4%. I kind of want to take war reps from you and then use that to boost my economy. Now, the Swedes are holding the front there. We have an open front here. I don't think he has the commanders to be able to stop us. Blitz him. Also, we're going to need a construction sector first things first. Oh, we're just sweeping through the Polish lands. It's beautiful. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my god. This is why you invest in Miltech, lads. Meanwhile, he's actually pushed in here. It's just, there's no armies fighting each other. It's just who can run around each other faster. And I believe we have the edge on that front. Bang. Fully occupied. And that's how quickly we can get things done. It does appear that Yorkshire has declared its independence. We've won our war. The English Parliament, they've revolted. And they've taken out Scotland. Oh no, wait. The English Parliament. It's the Civil War. No, it's not. What? Who's Albert Fitzclarence? Yeah, England was in a civil war. I studied this for like GCSE. So who's this guy? Obviously, that's Charles Stuart. I mean, this guy. It should be Oliver Cromwell. Who is Albert Fitzclarence? I have no idea who this man is. You have a shortage of spears or guns. Okay, right. Let's incorporate these territories. It's only going to take 12 months. And we've begun the partition of Poland, Lithuania. This feels accurate. Fortunately, this is a homeland for us, so that works nicely. Right, we are building our arms industry here, and you're going to make guns. We can give it to the Merchants Guild. There's no downside, it's only upsides. Can we give everything to the Merchants Guild? So Royal Institution gives us minus 20% throughput, but it also gives us infrastructure. Are we struggling on infrastructure? Collect taxes on time. That gives us plus 25 taxation capacity. Let's do that. Right, let's switch around some things. This mod's so cool. Surprised how quick it's been implemented. Government administration, written records. We need that right now. We do need to collect taxes on time. Prayer. Study summon opera performance. Okay. Not doing anything like that. Guild empty simple. I don't know what that is. Simple celebrations. Okay, these are general celebrations. It gives a standard living. Okay, cool. I'm getting to grips with it. It's like having to learn a new game. All right. We can build a couple more construction centers. We have a maximum of 1. We are going to have to fight the Austrians. They've got 17, 18, and you got 5 and 5. That's going to suck. We do owe the Swedes an obligation as well. We are a minor power, but we have a decent amount of GDP. They're not as good as Da Cheng. Who are you? It appears the Qing have defeated the Ming. Ooh, right, of course, decrees. I always forget about that. We are mostly manufacturing already. That's nice. Grain over here. The decrees. Oh, we can't do any of these. I haven't invented decrees yet. It appears that England is taking out the Netherlands. Albert Fitzclarence is now in charge. We have a constitutional monarchy, but is he the king now? He's the king. Albert is now the king of England. Why are the orange not? Oh, okay. England has just annexed parts of the Netherlands. I believe the oranges were invited in, presumably by event, and then England decided to conquer the Netherlands, which is rather impressive. Can we build a university now? Can. What does that provide us? Plus 2 innovation. All right, let's grab one of those everywhere. That's going to be quite useful. I believe the English just took out the Dutch, like, completely. Albert Fitz... I'm sorry, conservative agenda and maintain balance of power. Bit of a doubt on that one. Let's see how maybe the Native Americans actually do something this time. Maybe we should get involved in the colonial game. I mean, Germany was kind of late to that because, well, Germany wasn't a thing until later on. All right, let's try abolishing serfdom. You want to ban slavery? Dude, I'm happy to ban slavery. But really upsets the landowners and they're kind of dominant. Well, they're not as dominant as the armed forces we want them to, as well as we want the armed forces to be. We can bolster the armed forces and we'll suppress the landowners. All right, we're going to go into debt for a little while because polish-lithuanian... Why isn't there like a raid thing? There's open market. Right, we'll do open market. We're just going to nip in to steal his land. Well, do we want his land, really? We got no infamy. I mean, might as well go off the war. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to conquer Poland. It's the German thing to do. War operations and conquer Warsaw. We have much better offense and defense than they do, even though they have double our troops. Let's go ahead and check. Oh, I didn't actually do this. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, yes. The Principality of Prussia is smashing them themselves. That's rather painful. That's fine. Principality of Prussia did it. And we are destroying him. Okay, Alfred Sanchin decided to take a quick break. Damn, that's it's kind of high tech for this era. Things do appear to be taking a nasty turn. I think the Prussians have given up, which leaves us no choice but to summon the conscripts. And they are trash right now. They need to be given a year at least. Right, we're going to have to sit here and hold for a little while, actually. All right, now we'll try advancing. Nope, the Prussians really hurting us here. Damn, can't break through. For some reason, we're not employing anyone. Could we do that? Why would you fire them? We don't have the troops anymore. Don't know if they all died. But unfortunately, Employment's not going great right now. Everyone died in that initial push. Stop firing people! Right, before we go bankrupt, we have the time for one decent push. Now and over, lads. Okay, so we are bankrupt. Badly. May have sort of horribly misjudged that one. Well, that's not good. What's this of his interest? It wasn't worth the 700 we get. I'm going to whack taxes up to as high as we can. And let's just focus on incorporating these lands for now. Yeah, what was happening was we kept on running on off of... Whoa, okay, there's a massive war. Everyone is occupying everyone else. The Spanish are occupied by the French. The French are occupied by the Spanish. The Austrians are occupied by Modena. What the hell's going on? Okay, the war ended. For what? Modena became a Spanish puppet. Yeah, sorry about that, old chap. You did get kind of burnt a bit, Western Prussia. Alright, so if I go over here, later on I can do flintlock. Okay, we've got, I think, therefore I am. I think it's probably important that we go on the production tree now. So the industrialists and the devout want this. Alright, basic education. Excellent. There we go. Basic education's done. I just need a bit more bureaucracy. Okay. Might be a little bit costly, but I'm going to go ahead. What's this? Grab this. Give us all the bureaucracy we need for even more education. We're the #1 educated in the world by a decent chunk. Oh, it looks like the French are losing to the Habsburgs. What's this? Conquer Friesland, conquer Holland. The English and the French versus the Spanish and the Austrians. I've seen this one before. Right, now we're making money whilst building, which is nice. Turns out when you tax the hell out of everyone, it's a lot easier to make money. Right, infrastructure is kind of suffering. Can we do anything about that? Roads. We already have roads. So no is the answer. Austria is damaging our mutual relations. That can only go well. Oh my god, you're actually going to do it. You're actually going to conquer Friesland. Oh, god. Austria is allied with the Russians. I do not like the way this is going. And yeah, they did take this land. 400k, that's about 800,000 worth of GDP. What's your GDP in total? Smaller than mine. Moroccan GDP check. Morocco. To be fair, 1 mil is not actually that bad. Road building cap, that's excellent. We need that. So, what has low market access? Mazovia. Tool factory, iron ore. Let's go for some iron ore. We have some good stuff here. Start unlocking line infantry. These building workshops just basically build everything, right? Alright, we've got to hand everything off to the merchant guilds. Prayer. Alright, let's do some prayer. A post station, some gas street lights. Ah, this is lovely. Alright, we're making a decent chunk of change now. Alright, let's start investing in our military as the Austrians go up against the Ottoman Empire. It's insane that the Qing have 40 divisions. The Russians are pretty strong with 21. I like that it's just not like insane numbers. It makes more sense. Alright, we're going to switch over to the flintlock. I'm going to grab some cavalry scouts. Means we now need to switch our arms industries over to flintlocks. Alright, making money whilst building. That's always a good sign. We're gonna ban slavery, but no one else wants to. So, kinda gotta be the bad guy here, don't I? Oh, we've gone down to #4 worldwide. We're not educating our people. Suppose the Poles, they weren't educated by their previous owners. Conquer Anhalt. You can't get to Anhalt though. Why would you back down, buddy? They couldn't get to you. Ah, we could build schools. Build one in every province. That seems like a nice thing to do. Alright, we'll ban slavery, he said with a reluctant tone. We can change up our mines. That grabs more hardwood. Yeah, we do have a revolt, but at the same time, we've just used the Austrians to batter them. So I just need to get rid of the landowners a little bit. Now, try not to burn any of my capital, please, Austria. I've actually been helping in any way. There's some guys out. Really? Russia, you started with me, right? Alright, now, we need to change all the production stuff back because undoubtedly he's messed with it. The worst part about revolutions, they just change everything. I suppose it's a bit, well, societally as well as for this. We get line infantry. Everything's already on flintlocks. We don't actually have the ability to build any agriculture. Oh, what's going on over here? It appears the Swedes under Queen Christina Augusta, that's a cool name, are fighting for their lives. No, wait, they're fighting against the Danes to just murder them. We banned slavery. They've won. Yeah, okay, well, Sweden's now dominant. It looks like the Austrians are fighting the French once more. Hey. Yeah, we're not powerful enough for that. We'll go to our logging camp to simple forestry, and we'll export some iron. This isn't good. Okay, humiliate France. I saw Alsace-Lorraine, and I was like, oh my god, it's over for us. 46 offense, defense, it looks like. 53 defense on your conscripts. Yeah, 46, 55, and ours is 41 and 60. Our troops are marginally better, but not like 10 to 1 better, which is the kind of standard we need. Unless, of course, get ourselves a little bit of help. We're going to take advantage of our superior knowledge of things, thanks to our education access and also our universities. Try and forge ahead. Build our economy, because our economy, I think, it's number 12 worldwide. It is ahead of the Austrians, marginally. Nope, the Austrians are ahead of us marginally. Nope, no, we're ahead of them marginally. Play this game all day. All right, we're about to take on the Russians. I mean, Okay, the Spanish have just been rinsed. They want to open the Spanish market. There's a lot more war in this. I like that. Brigadier General from Poland. Both kind of suck. We have 11. The Austrians only have 18. I don't know what happens to them. They must have gone bankrupt, maybe? Russia may side with the enemy. We don't have any borders with Russia, so that should be fine. Did you go bankrupt? All right, let's see if we can't do this. Conquer state, Silesia. We declare any more interests? No, we can't declare any. Okay, so we have an interest in our own region. Conquer Silesia. Oh yeah, the Austrians are in. Not sure how we can just sneak troops in there. That seems a little bit upsetting. It's part of the same market, so we've just allowed Austrian troops into the land to then defend it. Seems a little strange. So if I stay very still... Oh no, they are reacting. If for whatever reason our, like, barracks just immediately, like, just empty of men. And that doesn't appear to happen to anyone else. I'm not sure why that is. So a big part of this is the attrition, right? Because as you can see, a battle's going on and men are dying. It's about who stopped the other from... It's about who can basically bleed the other more dry, which is what I've been doing for a little bit. Just letting them attack me over and over again to the point where their barracks are basically gone and empty of men. But I can't do that forever because I'm going to suffer the same. So I'm going to sit here and try and regain our men. I'm going to reload this fight quite a few times just to get to grips with it. The thing is, he's capturing provinces because Prussia keeps on attacking. Here's what happened. Prussia will attack, right? Watch this. He'll attack. There'll be a battle here. And then look, they get their capital back. So I'm forced to now throw myself at them. I don't want to do this, but I have to. To be fair, we do take large swathes of territory. So we've conquered the land we need, and we also have independence, which will probably stuff up our economy. All right, we have coal shortages. We can buy everything from the Austrians, I suppose. The coal, fabric, glass we can make ourselves. Fabric we can't make ourselves, I don't think. We have no ability to create agriculture. I think private land ownership will mean that we can do that. Okay, so we came out at a good time. Dude, our standard of living is collapsing. We import everything from the Austrians anyway, just whilst we do things ourselves, or begin to at least. Okay, farms. So do we still have, okay, we still have a hideous grain shortage. Pretty sure that was meant to unlock wheat farms as a building, and yet it has not done this. Oh boy. Do other people have access to wheat farms? No, I don't think we're able to build them, even though, like, I think some places have them. Maybe it's just the menu that's bugged. Let me try again. Because I can't build them from here. So what if I build them from, like... Oh, because we don't have any rye farms. Rye fields are a different thing. We can farm wheat, but we don't have wheat. We have rye. Or rye farms. Unlock cycle farming for rye farms. Bro, we don't know what, like, rye is. Okay, let's go livestock farms. At least a rye field. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, we were a great power. For a little bit. That'll change as our GDP plummets and so does our standard of living. Where can we get fruit from? What produces fruit? And yet building workshops consume them. Can we produce by wheat farms, rice farms, and maize farms? I don't have any of those. Does anyone have wheat farms? Landed voting. Okay, sure. Okay, we've got landed voting. Cultural exclusion. Dude, we have an illegitimate government. Okay, let's change that. Best we could do is... Oh. Okay, we've got some hard years ahead of us. I'm not going to lie to you, lads. Oh, Crimea is independent. I think I saw the Ottomans losing a war to the Persians. That's probably why. Can't believe we can do wheat. We can't do anything else. We haven't figured out how to farm rye yet on an industrial scale or what fruit is. We physically cannot produce fruit. I feel like in northern Germany, there's probably some fruit somewhere. Missing grain, we need fabric, fish. We can make fish, tools, fruit. And that'll be a substitute for the grain. We need roads everywhere. Ports. Ports. You grant infrastructure? You do, a little bit. All right, our economy is still falling. Standard of living, still struggling. It's actually one of the worst in the world, which is rather impressive. Ryukyu currently has the best. What are the Ryukyans doing? They got a great standard of living. They just make clothes and fish. Which sounds like kind of a nice life. Meanwhile, the Kazakhs look to have taken Russian land? How the hell did you do that? And it appears that Spain is trying to conquer the 13 colonies and puppet Comanchera. Okay. I really kind of want to play as a European, as a colonial nation in this mod. I think it'll be a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential for this mod. Munster going mad, and I thought Spain knows Genoa still kicking. It occurs to me we have the land to form Prussia. There's livestock ranches. That'll be good for the meat that we need. We need cotton fields. Okay, the journal says form Prussia. Will complete if form Prussia. Prussia is a piece you can't reach Prussia. I'm pretty sure my country is Prussia. Now we just need to push west and find out where fruit is. Because all these places are now useless. Show potentials on map. Show production on map. The only place that produces fruit is Morocco. And yet we eat the most amount of fruit. These potentials. So rye can kind of produce fruit. Where else can potentially produce fruit? The banana plantations. We need to fight the Moroccans. We need to conquer someone with a wheat farm. It's all rye. Right, let's figure out what the hell's wrong with our population. So let's grab the guys who are struggling. There's huge wealth inequality in this nation. That's fine. You're starving. There's only 2 of you. So I don't really care. Oh, the Catholics. Oh, sorry. You. Population is diminishing because you're impoverished. You spend a lot of money on fruit. I understand that you need fruit. I can't get you fruit. equivalent to 1.5 units of grain. What about rye? Huh? You heard about rye? Dude, everyone... Tell you what, people are going crazy these days for rye. Just give me like 10 years and I'll get you some rye. Grain, need fabric. Right, so now we have the potential to create cotton. But we don't have any areas that do that. Okay, so what the hell produces cotton? Fabric. You produce fabric. Okay. So the only way we can get fabric is through this. Finally, the rye fields. I think rye produces just the smallest amount of fruit. How much fruit do we need? We only need... Oh, we only need like 100. Okay, 150. If each one produces... Okay, we'll just have to go heavy into rye. Otherwise, things are going to go pretty awry. Now you're killing your former ally. What? Why is it occupied by England? You've occupied your friend. Oh, am I going to have to nip in there and fix it? Alright, sometimes the game breaks. In fact, I'll just show you. Sometimes the game breaks a little bit, so I have to like nip in, see what's going on, see if I can fix it. Yeah, see here, it's occupied by England. There's no war actual going on, so I need to go ahead and do a white piece. Alright, close it. And then you switch country here. Usually, like I said, I don't show this stuff, but kind of has to happen. Now, hopefully that should do it. All right, I believe it looks like you're trying to annex Moldavia, conquer Bessarabia, conquer Rostov, create a treaty war, and open the Austrian market. And you are just tearing through the Austrians. Should I be worried? Gonna go after Elba, because Austria's a bit busy anyway. I'm not fighting Bohemia, so they shouldn't actually be able to get over here. Conquer Schleswig-Holstein, conquer Brunswick and Hanover. Can't. Okay, I should actually be able to get to Hamburg. Okay, conquer Hamburg. Bring England to my side, but it's a weakened England. So France is fighting to conquer Cuba, Jamaica, and humiliate Iberia. Oh, Iberia is formed. Interesting. They're the number 2 great power. Damn, that GDP. King GDP is insane as well. French GDP has been going straight up. Austrian one has stagnated and sort of, well, I was about to say as is ours, but that's the last like 6 months. The graphs are weird. I don't know why when you switch nations they reset. It doesn't make sense to me. The ability to change it would be lovely. I really hope they include that at some point. Wait, what? Saxony got involved? I'll conquer Saxony. Austria, you're involved against me, the Ottomans, and now you get involved with Sweden versus England. Dude! England's going after the entirety of... They want to conquer Gotland? Jesus! They're going after Scandinavia. Now, the key part here, to know the limits of your nation. You push when you can't. Losing a battle like matters so much more than in base Victoria 3. You gotta be careful of that. God, what is wrong with this map mode? Oh, let's build a bunch of these things. Ah, yes, I did forget that we depend on Austria for our economy. The only thing not suffering a supply shortage is... I have no idea who's winning this war. Like, none. Look, everyone's all over the place. Like, France has Madrid, right? But it looks like France is losing because they don't have Cuba or Jamaica. Because Paris and Madrid have both fallen. But then there's this lot. It looks like the Ottomans are going to lose, but they've already taken Moldavia, isolating Wallachia. I'm very confused. But I do have more declared interest, so I've declared an interest in Persia, right? Because now I should be able to import... fruit. That should stop my people from being that pissed off. Nope, they are increasingly pissed off. Hang on. Nope, the fruit has been secured, and I think that is working. Our standard of living is horrible. People are really bad off. I don't know why. What are you struggling with? Most of your money gets spent on grain and, well, in 8 weeks, I have something incredible for you. Suppose I'm still taxing the hell out of all. Oh, they won, I think. Yeah, they got Montenegro. Dude, we are gonna have so much rye. Feast your eyes on rye. Get ourselves, well, we don't even need fruit anymore. We just need grain. So much grain. I want just the sheer quantity of grain. It looks like France is now having to fight Austria. No, they are trying to... Is this offensive? They are. It is offensive. Really? My guy, you just got your ass kicked by the Iberians. Now you will instantly turn around and fight the Swiss in the mountains. There is no way. What you're conscripting people. Your barracks they're empty. You gotta stop this. Road level cap. We need that desperately. Did England take parts of Mexico? Is that always the case? Oh, and Iberia annexed their vassal of the Viceroyalty of Peru. That is okay. There's questions here. Did the Qing lose to the Great Mongolian State, or did they beat the Great Mongolian State? And they're currently fighting against the Afghan succession. Now, I'm not an expert on Afghanistan. Barely certain that Afghanistan is here. So, I don't know about all that. I think the Qing did lose. To be fair, when you are the Qing, if you recall from my last videos, the Ming, it is crippling. You cannot really maneuver in any way, shape, or form. Also, as you can see, we have a load more troops. Looks like the French are beating the Austrians. They killed the Swiss. How have you... What? Not the Swiss uprising is a thing. The Qing didn't give up Afghanistan. Did win against the Mongolian state. Don't know how that happened, but sure. Also, Mexico owns Louisiana. That's it. For farming, that's going to produce way more grain. We only have 400 people loyal to... Sorry, 400... No, it went down to 400. I was about to say, sorry, 402, but it did drop down. All right, road planning. Picks and shovels. Oh my god, all this stuff. I never actually upgraded it. Nicker, but it consumes more grain and sugar. Bro, we don't have sugar. I'm gonna grab ourselves some colonialism. Violence against West Slavs. Ooh, sorry about that, lads. That kind of sucked. Ooh, I wish there was something I could do. Oh no. You have colonialism. You want to go colonize? Do we colonize, like, what do we colonize down here? I feel like North America is like the thing. Or South America. We'll go north. Still lacking in grain, lacking in clothes, lacking in fish. That's how long that's been going on. You just sort of signed a peace. Alright, let's go colonize Oregon. Damn, look how quick it is. If we get more bureaucracy, we can get even more colonization stuff. Where do we have Posen and Mazovia? We're actually the number 2 great power now. I assume because of our army. Oh, both our generals are dead. Yeah, we're marginally better than the old Frenchies, or the Austrians. I haven't been researching Miltech in a while. Yeah, still better. 46.51, and I believe we are 48.67. Difference is, we have 33, we have 17. Population's been steadily declining. Nice. It's good to see. Mecklenburg. So I won't lie to you. I stepped away for a little while. Took a call, didn't realize the game was unpaused. And so we built up quite the reserve. Mecklenburg is attempting to declare war on us. Why would you do that? Here's the territory, bro. No one's joining you. You just killed yourself for no reason. Oh, it does appear that the Qing are taking out the Russians. They've puppeted the Kazakhs. Let's have a look. What's this for? Russia used to be on top, man. It's to return to what? Russia declared war. There's no downside to them losing it. Understandable. Meanwhile, our colony in North America is going nicely. And the Russian uprising is taking out Polish-Lithuania. Does seem like an ideal time to take out the Russians. Just walk into Poland-Lithuania. Yeah, they'll back down. They don't have any troops. Meanwhile, I think we are going to go in against the Russian Empire. Just that, we now have a border with the Ottomans. Typically not the best idea. But here we are. Our relations are too high even after expelling their diplomats. Iberia has done like shockingly well. I can't tell if I think Mexico is getting bigger. I don't think England is. Like a little slither up here. Obviously our proud colony stands. It's just trading, just a trade center. That's all it is. It manages the trade between Sweden, France, and myself. Good job, guys. I will say it does look as if the AI, I don't know if they're just better, but the AI is actually like competent at building its own economy. Especially the East Asians, they seem to be doing very well indeed. Nations everywhere has low market access, and there's nothing I can do about it. The Mughal Empire have Russia in a customs union. Okay, fine. To be fair, the Mughals at this point were probably more powerful than most European nations. 1700s, I don't know, they're starting to wane maybe a little bit at this point. I think the East has access to more base resources. Ourselves a grenadier instead of just a cavalry charge. It does appear the Qing won their war. It's a nasty looking Qing. The National People's Party keeps on winning 100% of the vote every single time. Stone Road, more infrastructure. Oh my god, the market access. We have some market access now. Means I can build more. Alright, now let's conquer this lot. We'll be fighting the Russians, the Austrians, and the Mughals. So incredibly heavily outnumbered, it's rather silly. Right, woodland combat expert and open terrain. So the open terrain one will be the one that's tasked with Russia. Woodland is going to be down south. Okay, they get plus 10 from that, the armed forces do. Pay full military wages. That should make you very loyal to the point where you give us plus 30% offense defense. Oh, that's 105 defense. Take on most modern armies with that. And progress is being made on all fronts. How long for them is the question. Because remember, that fated killing of all of our men will happen at some point. It's a really cool art, but they're using spears. Well, those are Mughal troops. Found the Mughals. They are using they're using spears. Alright, lots of turmoil in my lands. Nothing I can do about that. We're doing okay in terms of active employment. The Austria's war support is going down, which is good, because I can't push anymore. Push against the Russians, though. Oh, yeah, they got like 44 here. Exactly, push. Why are you suddenly neutral? I did everything that you wanted. Per capita taxation? Yes, please. Now that should bolster you. You're happy. Wonder why we stalled a little bit. Right, we've capitulated Austria. Now pushing all fronts. And all fronts have been one front. The only front we need. The Russian front. I don't think you guys are going to like what I did in the peace deal. Just rinse them. I think they've run out of men. Yeah, they have. Look. I think they have the same issue that I had. Yeah, look at that. We just killed way too many of them. So we've lost about 80,000. They've lost... oh my god, we killed 100,000. Yeah, it doesn't look like the Mughals are doing anything good either. Just clean up the center. Oh my god. It's the curse consultant. We're playing Hoi 4. Mughals are gone. And... there we go. I think that was good. That's good stuff. We have per capita taxation, which increases our revenue exponentially. Right, I think that is where we'll leave it for today. We completed our aim of fulfilling Prussia. You might think, why didn't I go on and form Germany? Well, for that, you need to unlock pan-nationalism, which is the technology that's down here. It'd take us about 300 years to research. So there's that. We managed to secure ourselves a little colony in North America, so we could probably have continued that. But yeah, do let me know what you think of the mod. I personally would be up for trying, for example, the Mughals, or some of the other more flavorful ones like, oh, Britain formed. Still under the Fitz-Clarence rulers, sure. I think Britain, France, Iberia, Austria themselves, and the Ottomans would all be very fun to pick. So if you want to see that, do let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help me out. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Huge shout out to our patrons, most notably Charlie Demerel, Crilly, Flyerton, JDow52, Cargon, Sjalmi, Lewis Wright, Nicole's Christ, QA Shard, Redguard, and ShadowSinger. Your support means a lot, guys. Whilst you're here, you might as well click on another video. I mean, it's literally right there.